Hello, I'm Khôi, and here is Julius, my teammate. We are from Learning Support, and the least reason we are here is because I've heard that some guys at Fulbright are having some problem with keeping productive when learning online, and that's why we are making this video. We want to show you some tips to build your own productive system, uh, and some new apps to play around and boost your productivity when learning online. So yeah, let's get started. Firstly, I want to walk through some note-taking apps because probably you may want your notes like class notes or notes from your meetings to be more organized. And the simplest solution is Google Keep. You just add your notes into the app, and you can have some labels, and that's all. So if you want simplicity, this is your choice. But if you want a little bit complex, you may want OneNote. And for Fulbright students, this is free, totally free. In OneNote, you will have a little bit more organized structure. Like you have books. In books, you have section. In section, you have pages. So yeah, like a nested structure into your notes, and you have more added features inside the app. A similar app with OneNote is Evernote. Like every strength of OneNote you can find in Evernote, but the most interesting feature that makes the name of Evernote like top 3 best note-taking app is because of its web clipping feature, where you can like surfing web and find some article or some research paper which is really interesting, and you want to save that into your note-taking app. You can choose whether to just take the link, or you can take the whole article and save it into OneNote, or you can just screenshot one part of the article and then put into notes. Those are the note-taking app for organized database. But if you want just to deep writing and don't care too much about structure, you might have Mac Notebook. Like this is a very cool and nice interface app. And for Windows user, you have Windows Sticky Notes. I know some guys who are utilizing this app very much. Like a lot of notes go all around the screen. This is my app of choice, which is Notion. This is the place where I digitalize almost my life into this app. So for example, Fulbright course, I have one page for one course. So EN course, I have a syllabus here, reading guide, class notes, and also to-do list for the week. Every other thing like club meeting, I put here too. So like I move all my life into a digital platform. Yeah, and the next category is to-do list app, because Fulbright have a lot of things. Fulbright students have a lot of things to do in a lot of projects like course 1, course 2, club 1, club 2, project this, lover that. So like, and every task have different priority for you, different timing, different information attaching with that. That's why we need kind of a to-do list app to manage our work better. So again, the simplest app belongs to Google, which is Google Task. In this app, you have a list of linear tasks that you want to do. You just type it down, and if you give it the name, if you give it the time, it will appear in your Google Calendar. But if you want to go a little bit more complex, and you want to separate this app belong to work and this app belong to grocery, and this app belong to like rhetoric course, you can go with Microsoft To Do, which is you have full control, full power to use this app because Fulbright student can use Microsoft app for free. But what if you are working in a big project and you want to assign app for people and you want to have a clear view, like different steps of the project. There are different apps, and Trello can do that for you. But again, I always have bias, and my bias is Todoist, a very user-friendly and powerful app. Basically, is like Microsoft To Do, but the most powerful thing is I can add a new task by pressing Q. And so, for example, filming, and if I want this to be done today, just type TOD, set priority like P2, and which project, keep production detect, enter, and it will appear here. Yeah, and finally, let's visit our familiar apps a little bit. Firstly, let's say cloud services. There are two dominant and good enough platform for you, which is Google Drive and OneDrive. Google Drive may be just unlimited for co-designers, but for free version you have 15 gigabytes. But the good thing about Google Drive is have a very good and excellent Office apps. So you know, Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. You should use that for your like breakout rooms when your group want to collaborate on a common file. That should be Google Doc. But we are Fulbrighters, and Fulbrighter have 1 terabyte of OneDrive. You have another good ecosystem of Microsoft apps, Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. You just deal with this app, with this platform. About calendar apps, just want to remind you that we have Google Calendar and Outlook Calendar. Most of the event you are invited at Fulbright will be on Outlook Calendar, but at the same time, personally, I think Google Calendar have better interface for me. So some workaround will be introduced by Julius later. Yeah, and that's that. In this video, I have talked about a lot of apps for your productive system, along with my analysis for their strengths and weaknesses. Continue in part 2. Julius will have a depth tutorial about how to connect between different apps in Microsoft ecosystem. Okay, thank you for watching and take care.